this has been some month. You know how many times I tried to upload this month and it seems like everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. So I just got to the point where I was like, you know what? It. I'm not about to stress myself out over this. I'm not about to drive myself crazy over everything that's happening. Just it. This it. What's up, icons? It's the iconic fashion figure back with a new video, and I normally keep it professional on here. You guys haven't seen my crazy side on here, but this has been some month. Like this Mercury retrograde, I'm over it. I can't wait for it to be done. I've tried several times to upload this month, and I think I only got one successful video up. Other than that, nothing. But I'm back, you guys. At least I hope so, because I was supposed to be back at the beginning of this month. You know, last year, I would say about October sometime, I got to the point where, you know, I was about to lose it. I was over it. I had overworked myself. So I made a promise to myself that if I ever felt like I was reaching that point of insanity, that I would just take a break. Take a step back and, you know, recoup, get myself together, and then get back to work, but I won't drive myself crazy. So in May, I was supposed to take a 1-week vacation, just 1 week, and then get back to YouTube. Technically wasn't vacation because I was still working, still starting up a second business, but I was taking a break from YouTube and then it was gonna come back after a week. Well, that week turned into a whole month. And although it felt good to take that time off, it was not supposed to be a full month. That 1 week was supposed to help me to gather myself, take a little break, a little personal time, because I knew I was hitting my limit. And that was my promise to myself. If I feel like I'm hitting my limit, take a step back. Well, that week turned into a month, and then now here we are in June, and I've only uploaded one other video this month because I've been trying all month. Of course, I decided to return during a retrograde, and that didn't work out. Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, but I'm gonna try it again. I am officially back. Fingers crossed.
She's an icon, she's a legend, and she is the moment. Now come on now.
Since we're on the topic of me hitting my limit, I'll tell you guys where I've been, why I decided to take that break. But as entrepreneurs, a lot of us tend to hit our limit, or we get to the point where we feel like we're burnt out because we're pushing ourselves to do so much. We think working a 9 to 5 is a lot until you work for yourself. It's actually more work than working a 9 to 5. So let's talk about that, hitting our limit, because it is normal. If you haven't done it yet, you're going to do it at some point in your journey. And how do you come back after you felt so burnt out? I will say the one thing that I tend to do when I start feeling like I'm burnt out is I try to slow down. I'm the type of person that will pack my schedule from the moment I open my eyes to, okay, I can't keep my eyes open anymore. I'm working 24/7. I'm trying not to do that to myself anymore, but it is hard when you're trying to do so much and it's just like, okay, just one more task. It's only gonna take me a half hour, but before you know it, we're already at like 2 a.m. and you're still working. You haven't taken time to yourself. And every day I'm trying to find a way to make more time, and it's usually me taking away from personal time or sleep. So I just don't have a life anymore. I'm always working. So when I get to that moment where I'm starting to feel burnt out, I just have to slow down a bit. Any tasks that aren't urgent, that does not need to be done right now, kind of just push it to the side and I'll deal with it later. If I have stuff scheduled and it's nothing major, it's not going to impact the things that I'm trying to do right now, I'm gonna reschedule it. I'm not about to be feeling burnt out anymore. And then along with slowing down, taking breaks, whether it's an extra 15 minutes out of the day, take an extra lunch break or a dinner break in my case, because I work through the day, just taking those breaks. Or even if I need a full day, so not just an hour or 15 minutes, but I might need the whole day off. Or taking a vacation. Like I said, I was supposed to be taking a week. I wouldn't recommend taking a full month because it just becomes even more stressful when you get back and you have a ton to do. It's a lot to catch up on. So I don't recommend doing a month like I did. But if you need to take that vacation time, go ahead and take your time. Take those breaks that you need. Another thing that I'm still working on, don't overcrowd your schedule with just work. I just said to you guys, I tend to work from the moment I open my eyes, and I'll continue working until I can't stay up anymore and it's time for me to go to sleep. So I'm learning to set those schedules for myself. After 6 o'clock, if it's not done yet, okay, that's my business. That's the end of my business day. So I'm focusing on me now. Don't get me wrong, I'll still work, especially if it's YouTube. That's usually done outside of business hours. So I'm still doing something. But if it comes to a day where I'm like, I don't feel like doing it today, I need time to myself. Literally, my phrase of the year has been "F it." Like, I'm just focusing on me if I need to. But overcrowding your schedule tends to be the quickest way to become burnt out. So make sure to always include personal time. Block out those times or those days where it's just all about you. Another thing I like to do, because when you become burnt out, you get to a point where you're kind of ready to give up, but you don't want to give up. So I try to remember those beginning stages and how hard I worked to get to where I am now. If I remember where I started at, it usually is like motivation for me to keep going. I'm not about to give up now. I'm not about to let, a little tiredness stop me. I'm going to take those breaks, slow down a bit, but remember where I started at, because that'll force me to keep going, get back to it. Don't stop now. Like, just imagine you put in all that work to get where you are right now, and then you just give up. That's something I can't do. So remembering my beginning stages is usually what helps me to truly overcome those burnt out moments. And then once I've slowed down a bit, once I've taken those breaks that needed to be taken, once I remember those beginning stages, once I've done everything I could to just clear my mind and try to refocus myself, I'll create a new schedule for myself. And in the beginning, that schedule usually includes more personal time than it does work, and then slowly I'll add in more work until I feel like, okay, that's enough work, because I gotta remember my personal time. So create that schedule for yourself again so that you can kind of slowly ease back into your usual day-to-day. Take small steps if you need to. So you might spend most of your day personal time, and then you'll throw in a couple hours here and there of work, and then before you know it, you'll find that balance that works perfectly for you. But those are typically the things that I usually do for me, so that way I can get back to my usual day-to-day task. This year has been one hell of a year for me, to say the least. I'm not gonna go into personal details, but this year has been crazy, and that's why I had to take that little vacation, because I needed time to myself. And I pretty much already taken away all my personal time dedicated to work. So it was like, okay, now what can I eliminate so that way I can take some time to myself again? And of course, it was YouTube. Need to take a break, especially since I'm still working on getting the other business up and running with the mentorship that I've been talking to you guys since like the end of last year. Hopefully September is my time to do it. So I had to take a break so I can focus on that, even though I kind of like pushed that to the side too for a little bit, and just focusing on my current business right now, because I had so much going on during those few months. It was a lot, it was busy, so I wanted that vacation time to focus just on that and get caught up. Then personal life overtook all of that, and I ended up taking a whole month off. Then I tried to come back in June, and I had videos that sound was messed up. Like the last video, actually this video I'm recording right now, I had already recorded, and I look so pretty in the video. Like, I actually got dressed for you guys, did my hair, did my makeup. Like, you know me, I'll jump on these videos and I'll look like anything. Like, I really don't care what I look like, because I know you guys aren't here to look at me anyway. You're here for the information you came looking for. So I don't focus on what I look like, but that video actually looked nice. And then, of course, all you can see is my lips moving. You couldn't hear anything I was saying. So I had to scrap that. There was a time where the software that I edit from, that crashed. I couldn't use it. And I have like 3 other softwares I can use, but I was just like, F it. I really don't care. I'm not going to stress myself over this. I'm over it. Whatever. We'll try again next week. I lost some footage from a video. Like, it was so much this month that I was like, okay, you know what? I guess I just need to continue on with my vacation. So I kept going with the vacation, and every day I would sit there like, I really need to record. I need to get back to YouTube. Like, I wanted to so bad, but this retrograde just wasn't it for me. So I'm hoping and praying that, this video goes smoothly and you guys will actually be watching it in the coming days. But that's it. I'm back. Hopefully I can get consistent with my videos again. If you guys don't get a video in a few days after seeing this or like next week, just know I said fuck it. Thank you for watching.